Oops. Okay, so I've exposed my screen, and the first thing I want to do after exposure and washout, it's dry, is I'm gonna put it on the light table, and I'm just checking to make sure that I have a good stencil, like I have good exposure throughout the stencil. But I also want to remember we put those registration marks on the film, so those will need to get blocked out for printing. Now you can tape them out with like clear tape or like scotch tape, but it's better to just use the screen filler that we've already been using, and to just, what I do is you could kind of spot the places that need it the most with a watercolor brush, but I like to just put it right directly on the screen. And of course I'm careful not to infill my stencil, but if I cart it on the screen in all the negative areas in a nice thin layer, see the first time around. So I call this process, or I think it's generally called pinholing the screen. But it is like, it's an easy step to kind of skip, but it's pretty important if you want to make sure, like for instance, if you didn't get a good exposure on your stencil and you haven't really had a chance to examine it until you start printing it and you realize that you don't have a good stencil, you kind of wasted a lot of time at this point. This way, if I threw it up and I look at it and I say, oh, it's like horribly underexposed or overexposed, then I have the opportunity to like reclaim the screen and reshoot it. So pinholing the screen, putting it on the light table, inspecting the stencil are really important parts of the process.